Love yourself, all the divine beauty and virtue is hidden in you. In the early 1970s, English professor Coleman Barks from Georgia stumbled upon the poetry of Rumi, a 13th century Persian mystic. Barks, not a traditional Persian scholar, was profoundly moved by Rumi's deep and beautiful verses, leading him to translate them into English. His translations, especially the essential Rumi, brought these ancient wisdoms to a wider audience, turning them into bestsellers in America. Today, Rumi's poetry resonates across social media, featuring in Instagram captions, tweets, and Pinterest boards. However, this popularity often overlooks a critical aspect. Rumi, one of the most celebrated yet misunderstood poets, frequently has his work translated in ways that strip away the rich Islamic and Sufi context, losing the essence of his teachings. Understanding Rumi and how his poetry reaches people from various religious backgrounds requires delving into his life and philosophy. Jalaluddin Muhammad Balkhi, known as Rumi, was born in the 13th century in Balkh, now in Afghanistan. His family, seeking refuge from political turmoil and the Mongol invasion, relocated to Konya in 1228. Konya, a cultural hub in Anatolia, had recently transitioned from Byzantine to Seljuk rule. In Konya, Rumi, associated with the region known as Rum or Rome, earned his namesake. Rumi's early education, guided by his father Bahauddin Walad, a scholar of Islamic jurisprudence and theology, laid the foundation for his spiritual journey. After his father's death, Rumi continued his studies under Sayyid Burhan-uddin Muhakkik Termazi, his father's disciple. Termazi's mentorship in Islamic jurisprudence, theology, and Sufism enriched Rumi's understanding and emphasized practical Sufi practices like fasting, prayer, and dhikr, fostering a deeper connection with the divine. Following his teacher's death, Rumi transitioned from student to teacher and spiritual guide, beginning his career as a prominent Islamic scholar and mystic in Konya. Renowned for his expertise in Hanafi Islamic law, Rumi provided fatwas on various issues. His teaching style, infused with poetry, parables, and stories, made complex theological and mystical concepts accessible and engaging, attracting a diverse following of students, scholars, and spiritual seekers. The life of Jalaluddin Rumi underwent a profound transformation with the arrival of a wandering dervish named Shams al-Din Tabrizi in Konya. Shams, a mystic with unconventional ways and profound spiritual insight, became not only a close friend to Rumi, but also his spiritual mentor. They spent months engaged in deep spiritual conversations, a dance of words and wisdom that delved into the mysteries of existence. This encounter sparked a dramatic shift in Rumi's outlook and practices. While Rumi had been a respected scholar and teacher, his interaction with Shams ignited an intense and passionate devotion to the path of love and mysticism. Unfortunately, the profound spiritual connection between Rumi and Shams also attracted jealousy and opposition, leading to Shams' mysterious disappearance. This loss plunged Rumi into deep grief, catalyzing a realization that true enlightenment comes from within. This marked the completion of his spiritual journey. Shams' significant impact on Rumi's spiritual transformation was evident in the aftermath. It was after Shams' disappearance that Rumi composed his major poetic works, revered to this day. His works, like the Masnavi and Divan-e Tabrizi, became timeless treasures. In the captivating world of Jalaluddin Rumi's poetry, a universal appeal emerges, effortlessly transcending religious and cultural boundaries. Central to Rumi's poetic expression is the profound Islamic Sufi concept of love, envisioned as the universe's driving force. This love, as Rumi portrays, operates on practical, mystical, and even metaphysical levels, offering a multifaceted understanding of the divine. Rumi's poetic exploration of Fana, the annihilation of the self in divine love, resonates universally, echoing the deep human longing for greater meaning and unity. This concept touches upon the innate human yearning to transcend the ego and forge a connection with something larger than oneself. In his poetry, Rumi articulates this sentiment eloquently, saying, "You are your own shadow. Become annihilated in the rays of the sun. How long will you look at your shadow? Look also at his light." These words evoke a powerful image of self-transcendence and divine illumination. In his poignant verse, 3 short phrases tell the story of my life. I was raw, I got cooked, I burned. Rumi succinctly captures the soul's transformative journey in Sufism. I was raw symbolizes the soul's initial state, marked by egocentrism and spiritual naivety. The progression to I got cooked denotes the rigorous process of spiritual purification and discipline, where the soul, like food being cooked, endures inner challenges, shedding its egoistic traits and worldly attachments. The culmination, I burned, signifies the state of Fana, the ego's dissolution, leading to a profound spiritual maturity where the soul unites wholly with the divine, transcending its individual identity. This verse serves as a metaphorical chronicle of Rumi's own spiritual evolution, elegantly mapping the journey from spiritual rawness to enlightenment, culminating in the soul's integration with the universal essence of love and truth. Rumi's poetry, deeply ingrained in Islamic and Sufi traditions, reaches beyond its origins to touch hearts across the globe. His words, imbued with rich emotion and vivid imagery, directly communicate with the human soul, transcending cultural and religious divides. Through his verses, Rumi provides a glimpse into shared human experiences and emotions, such as love, longing, joy, and sorrow, making his work a timeless testament to the universal human condition.